If you are terrified that the assignment clause in your contract is going to blow up your deal, then watch this video. So, if you are terrified that your assignment clause is going to blow up your deal, then there's likely a good chance that you're probably newer to wholesaling real estate, and that's totally okay. What I want you to understand is that in the vast majority of cases, if you're going to get a deal done, you're going to get the deal done. That's because the seller is motivated and they don't care how they get the property sold. They have to get it sold. And hopefully you're not taking advantage of them, by the way. Now, with that being said, you will run into scenarios eventually where the assignment clause in your contract is going to raise red flags for sellers or agents if you work with agents. And in those instances, that does not mean your deal has to die. You have some options to get around that. Option one, depending where you live, there is closing attorneys and title companies that still do pass-through funding. Now, they are getting more and more rare, which is something you need to understand. So if you can find one, hold on to them for as long as you can. If you don't know what pass-through funding is, what pass-through funding basically is they use the end buyer's funds, so they use your end buyer's funds to actually close out the AB side of the transaction. So that's the side of the transaction between you and the seller. So what's happening here is they're effectively splitting this deal into two deals. So the first deal is between you and the seller. They use the end buyer's funds to close it out between you and the seller. And then essentially what they would do is your buyer is overfunding the escrow account, right? Say if you need $100,000 in escrow to purchase this property from the seller, but you're assigning it to the end buyer for $120,000, the end buyer just wires that $120,000. Then purchase it on the AB side between you and the seller, and then obviously it just gets passed down to the buyer and you take that extra $20K. Minus closing costs, commissions, all that stuff. Second method here is going to be the blind HUD method. Now the blind HUD method is essentially a title company allows for you to come in, tell them the situation, they understand the complexities of you wanting to assign this deal, but the seller not wanting you to assign the deal. And so what they effectively do is they take this deal and they give two separate versions of the HUD. So they give the one to the seller and then they give the one to you. So I just want to pop in here really quick and say they give the HUD to the end buyer, not you, and then the title company just hides your assignment fee from both parties. A lot of title companies won't do this though. It is much similar to the pass-through funding situation where you have to find a closing attorney or title company who will allow for this. Most of them don't. Some of them do. If you can find them, hold on to them because they're becoming more and more rare. And I don't know about with blind HUD, but I know with pass-through funding that there's actually becoming issues with insuring deals where they're doing pass-through funding. And lastly, which is the easiest of the three methods, is you just use transactional funding to double close your deal. So you have somebody, myself, I'm Transactional Travis, I can double close all of your deals for you no matter what size. They come in with the amount needed to close the deal and the purchase price on the AB side. So A and B meaning you are purchasing the property from the seller. So I bring in the funds for you to purchase it from the seller. Then the same day you're going to turn around and you're going to sell it to your buyer. This of the three methods is the easiest and quickest to pull off unless you already have the title companies lined up for the other two methods or closing attorney. A lot of title companies, basically most title companies will do this if they are investor friendly already and assignment friendly already. They know exactly how to handle it. Some don't, we run into them sometimes, but I also have a list of title companies if you need that, so we can make sure that you don't run into any problems. So if you need double close funds, the only downside is that you do have to pay a small fee out of your assignment, mind you, so you don't pay anything out of pocket. Out of your assignment, you pay a small fee to us, which is 1.5% of the AB purchase price. So that's the three options you have here. If you need any help, if you need any, or if you have any questions, need anything, hit me up.